What's the deal, y'all?
What's good?
What up, though?
It's your girl, the Caribbean Chocolate, Jocelyn Navarro.
Good. It's the one that gets all out.
Now somebody hit my
music. I'm contemplating and chasing, handling biz right now. We never waiting and patient, jumping at the crib right now. Put up my label, we make it staying legit right now. Could call the doctor, we operating, they sick and sit right.
Yeah, you already know what it is by the sound of my voice. It's Ratchet Bumps, 6'9" JT back in this piece once again. And hey, look, we told y'all earlier online. When I say earlier, I mean just a minute ago that we was gonna have a live dope one. We got some guests coming through, but let me go ahead and get my co-hosts inside this bitch real quick. First up at the plate, we got El Jefe, Poppy, the boss, El Cheech. Right. Can't hear you, Poppy.
Come on, baby, don't mute me, bro. No, they're trying to shut me down. You told me facts. Let's teach once again. Let's go.
And of course, coming in at center field, we got the homie Dallas Cash.
Let's go.
Okay, we in this biz. And I told y'all we had some guests. First up, couldn't do this without. This is the first time they on the show, by the way, man. So we got to do that as well. First time on the show. We got Backstage Brawl themselves holding it down. Got the homie Riz in the house.
Yo, what up?
All right, and let the people know where y'all coming from, what y'all repping, where they can follow y'all.
Well, like we've been introduced, thank you for the introduction. It's the Backstage Brawl. You can catch us every Sunday live on our page, Backstage Brawl on Facebook, Backstage Brawl on X, on Instagram. You can find us everywhere. You can find my personal IG, Queens Made Grizz, 5 underscores. That's Randy. I'm gonna let Randy take over from there. Know who we are.
Let them know. Go ahead, put your dick on the table. Let everybody see you. Go ahead.
Oh, on the left, that one.
On the left.
Partner love. Go ahead,
On
Randy.
the left. I am Shop Biz Ronnie, aka the People's Champ of the Backstage Brawl, producer, writer. One half of the tag, one half I call me an E. One half of the tag team champs of the IWC.
Right.
Again, you like he said, you can find us on Sundays. You know, just ripping and running on StreamYard and YouTube, on X, Facebook. Yeah, and just find us on Twitter where where the vibes are immaculate. What's going on? What's going on?
We got a run in, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm like, I didn't get it abuse or nothing. I'm saying I'm not really a guest. I've already been here, so
Nah,
make it done.
no, my mic was muted by someone on the staff. But with that being said,
Nah, that name is crazy.
all the way muted the
That
mic
name
is
is
wild.
crazy.
But
Wasn't me, bro.
But coming through as usual, off the top rope, one of the baddest luchadors around. We got Nigga Gun Jr. inside the house representing Powerbomb. All right. So we are here. It's been a lot of things going on inside the IWC. It's been a lot of things popping off. We got Raw. We got Smackdown from last week. AEW Maximum Carnage. We got NXT. Yo, shout out to Scotland Underwood, man. Represent Black Guys Wrestling Podcast.
That's a good show too.
That's a good one, yo. Drop one of those West Side Bums ad libs real quick. West Side Gun ad libs real quick. But we had a lot going on this week. We also had, of course, NXT, IWC crashing out online as usual. We had some truths be revealed. The PWI. It's a lot. So I said we just hop up into it, do what we do, and hey, let's do it, man. Why not? First things first, we got rumors of news, so let's go ahead and talk about it. On the rumors of news side, it's a lot to uncover. DJ, if you will, throw a little tunes on for me while we go ahead and dig inside this shit.
All right, let me see what we got here. Shit. Hopefully the music don't start buffering, and if it do, I'm gonna have to cut that shit the fuck off.
Yes, sir. So we got
that shit buffering. Fuck it.
cut it off. Let me say that shit. Fuck it.
No music.
All right, so we got the PWI, but we're gonna start off with the first crash out of the wrestling world. Corey Graves. Corey Graves put out a tweet saying, "Imagine you worked your ass off and just to see this company." And I'm paraphrasing. The company blow up, you get this big deal, and they tell you you ain't famous enough to be on that new platform. He crashed out. He put the tweet out there. He was supposed to be on NXT. My man didn't show up. He even put out a tweet that said, "Y'all tune in to NXT. I got a lot to say." They ain't even let my boy even go to the damn performance center. My boy flew back home to Pittsburgh. So I don't know what's going on there, but JR actually said something on the lines of this. And y'all tell me if y'all agree. Would you trade Pat McAfee and his broadcast platform for Corey Graves? I wouldn't, just to be honest. How y'all feeling about that?
That nigga's right. And we're grave, man. Tough break, nigga. Always FUBU.
Tough break.
Get that man some Cambodian breast milk and he'll be fine.
Man, Corey Graves is you sounding like a Karen right now. You sounding like a Karen in Target. I mean, I get it, I understand, but it's giving Karen to me right now. It's giving I call the cops.
Another thing, man. Fuck that, man. Bring back Brian Saxton, man. Let Corey Graves go home.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that Corey Graves isn't bad at what he does. I mean, great commentary. He brings a lot of emotion.
Right.
Maybe a little over the top at times, but it's in that line of work is preferred. But to sit there and basically call out everybody online, we all knew that jobs were going to be compromised once this new takeover started. Everybody was going to switch up. Booker T should not be in NXT doing commentary, but he's killing it. I don't think he should be there in NXT. I think he should be on the main roster. That's just my personal opinion.
So
I mean, given he be saying some wild stuff on commentary, but I mean, hey, we here now. But Corey Graves, honestly, I get where you're coming from. You got your dream taken away from you. That was unfortunate. You had a concussion. You pivoted into commentary role. You killed it in the commentary role for a very long time. It's just not your time right now. You could tell Michael Cole and Pat McAfee have the better chemistry on commentary desk. And then on the flip side of it, you got Wade and Tessatori on SmackDown. But Tessatori still, I mean, he's still kind of green, but it brings a different feel to it. It actually feels like a real sport when you're watching wrestling, even though wrestling is a real sport. Don't want to hear y'all. But, it brings a different element to it. And you may not fit that. You fit in this element. This is your role. Who's to say something doesn't happen in the next 3-4 months where you're back commentating on SmackDown or you're back commentating on Raw? Honestly, I thought at one point in time, because there's smoke from McAfee, I thought he was going to come back to the ring and have a match with McAfee, and all three of them was going to sit on the commentary desk. That's what it looked like at one point in time.
He could be medically cleared to wrestle secretly, and this could be an angle for him to return to the ring. We don't necessarily know, though.
We don't know. It could. I'd like to see it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Both.
What you think about it, Chief? You quiet over there in the back.
Man, he plastical burrs himself, bro. He shot himself in the leg.
Yeah.
I mean, he is from Pittsburgh. He is home of the Squealers, so.
God
damn, you have to do Pittsburgh like that. Shout out to
not as bad as the
Ravens.
Ravens.
This is for Clemente, though. You know what I mean? It's a baseball heart.
I mean, to be honest, my opinion on it is very simple. Nigga, you still got a job. And I'm pretty sure that you didn't take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't physically see them saying we gonna send you down to NXT and we gonna cut your paper down. You know what I'm saying? I don't see those two things happening. What I believe what happened was, hey, listen, Pat McAfee platform, big, ESPN, got his own show, got all these different sponsors on his back. This is Pat McAfee's back. You know what I'm saying? You look at Joe, you know, same thing with Joe. Big name, big sponsors, big platform, well known names. We are in the age of worldwide exposure. You're on Netflix, you know, you're everywhere.
What's Sterling Keaton doing in the Impact Zone? Like,
Of course, you know the fans are already asking for him to go to AEW. Okay, so what happens if he goes to AEW? Then what? He's going to go to AEW. He's going to be the commentator for Collision or ROH or something along that stands.
Or fucking
Instead,
Shockwave.
or Shockwave whenever that show ever
No,
debuts.
he's gonna drop a sex tape
Mm.
You don't want some
because
fucking
that's all he's
word-based
gonna be doing if he go to
Just
AEW.
wow.
Pretty much, man.
Or he could just shut the fuck up, like Dave Chappelle was saying.
you know, Dave Chappelle,
You
like,
know.
or you could just shut the
You
fuck
could
up.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because be Coach. Like Coach got demoted so many different times with different roles, and he even said some shit about it. Like, just be patient.
Yeah, this
'Cause,
is
like,
this is not a short
like,
game. It's a
he
long
can
game.
really shut the fuck up. And then what? Pat McAfee's probably doing the fucking shit on Monday, the college football game. And he could have easily just went up there and do commentator if he would have just shut the fuck up.
That's all he had to do. Literally, that's all
Yeah.
he had to do was shut up. And it's guess what? Newsflash, people. It's been already announced. Pat McAfee ain't gonna be there Monday. You got the
But you
college
know what?
football playoffs.
You know what? Now I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern here because remember when Mauro Ronaldo was commentating with him, Corey had words for him because Mauro was starting to like go above and beyond. And now that he's kind of been looked at as like second fiddle, it's crazy. It's like super crazy at this point. So I don't know.
I mean, for me, it's like it could be a work. And now with the I guess we're gonna talk about this too. I don't know, but with the TNA partnership that they just announced, that could be something else.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you done said it, might as well bring it up. Yeah, speaking of that, we got this news today. Big news. Big
Huge.
news.
Huge.
That's
Pause.
huge. That is huge. Like a
Pause.
very big pause, but it's a very huge announcement. A 5-year deal.
I left.
You know what I'm saying? That's a 5-year deal that we got going on right there with I'm sorry, I almost said AEW. God forgive me. NXT and WWE 5-year deals. So that means over the course of the next 5 years, you're going to see stars from NXT going down to TNA coming to NXT. My thing is, let's get some of these main roster people over there too. I would love for AJ Styles to go back home.
We said
Hold on. I think that's a must. If
That's gonna
anything is gonna happen with this deal, it has to be that, bro.
Or have our truth appear on them, like announce the Royal Rumble. Like, I'm here to declare for a Royal Rumble on Impact.
That's TNA.
Yeah.
And another thing, AJ Francis can just creep right in through the back door now. So
Creeping,
Yeah, that sounds
creeping into
crazy
the back
too,
door
man.
is kind of
Yo,
wrong.
that's
sounds
weird.
wild.
That's kind of
Wow, that's a big pause right there, buddy.
yeah. I'm about to give you that one, dog. Yeah,
sneak right up in the back door, man. Just right up in the back door.
Yo,
That's crazy.
sneaking to someone's back door will get you a charge nowadays. So I'm just saying, you may want to not sneak.
Hey,
You either don't get a charge or get shot. Which one you want?
Back door is crazy.
you know
Let's
what I'm
see.
saying? We got somebody locked up for that same doing. You ain't gonna spell his name. The D, the I, the D, the D.
Yo,
Yo.
It's been a wild and crazy time, right? Also, I mean, you look at the rumors and news, and I even at first I was going to open up the show talking about the whole Dipset drama, but I'm gonna leave that for the next show because this shit is cooking up real nice. I can't wait to see what happens next. But Corey Graves, my God, Jesus. Moving on from Corey Graves and all his bullshit, we got to talk about, of course, we got the PWI that came out, and look at that. Nothing but blonde, blue eyed women on this cover, my brother. What is going on? What is going on?
Dr.
This
Lot of
is
milk.
Umar would hate this.
Dr.
Lot of
Umar
milk.
Dr. Umar would call for a boycott.
What is the meaning of this? What is
But
the meaning of this?
no, seriously, you mean to tell me we could get no sisters on the cover? Not
You
one?
don't
We
find
get a
that
TRS.
suspicious?
Athena, who's been champion for like 800 plus days now, right?
Come on now.
800
You don't
plus.
you don't find that suspicious?
That's
You don't find
suspicious.
that
Nobody.
suspicious?
Look how many loves I get. What America?
It's a conspiracy.
It's a fucking Neanderthal fucking posting,
but
caveman posting.
you had
Little
Tony
Jimmy.
Storm and Mariah May.
Lot of milk.
Mariah May
Milk.
Lot of good milk.
what was it? Best improved wrestler. Tony Storm, I think, was
Condensed milk.
women's
Carnation.
wrestler of the year.
Is it almond
Milk
milk?
wagon. Milk
Mustafa
wagon.
Ali came through, you know what I'm saying, with the independent wrestler of the year. Which,
Happy for him.
yeah,
Oh
definitely.
shit! I forgot he even wrestled.
Come on, man. That's Ali. That's the greatest. Don't do that.
Well deserved.
You also had inside the rumors and news too, right? Another thing that popped off in rumors and news, which caught me off guard a little bit, was the IWC crashing out. Okay, a few months ago we crashed out, and we crashed
Niggas
out.
always, the niggas always crash out, man. It's not new.
There's nothing new.
Watch, rinse, repeat.
So we crashed out on Odyssey Jones
Who's
as a
we?
collective.
Yeah.
When I say we, I mean the IWC, the
Who's
Internet
we?
Wrestling Community. So
Fair.
people basically took it at face value. They ran with it, and it turns out some of that shit was actually bullshit. Like he had paperwork, as the girls say, he had receipts that showed that, hey, I don't know what she talking about, but this paperwork right here say otherwise. So, do you think the IWC owes Odyssey Jones some type of apology?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think
but then but he ain't gonna get it.
They're not gonna get it.
WWE owes him an apology because they're the ones that released him over this.
Them too. But and the same token, when you look at the situation, you gotta look at it as twofold. You gotta look at it from one as a black man, and two in the wrestling industry. And black wrestling Twitter, the moment, especially if you're a black man, do something wrong, and even in their eyes, and when it's proven wrong, you're never gonna get that "I'm sorry" from them. Like it sucks, it's fucked up, but that's just how wrestling Twitter acts. It's almost like high school. You do something, word gets word travels. Come to find out, it was a rumor or it was false. There's no I'm sorry. It's just all right, and just move forward. But I do believe he deserves some retribution. I do believe he deserves his job back in WWE. I'm pretty sure that he's on the mend to get that back because he has the evidence to back it up.
Mm.
But he does deserve an opportunity to basically restore the good faith in his name that was tarnished.
I mean, it's not like he's trying to be Velveteen Dream. That's a different story.
Fucking cool kid.
You know what I'm saying? Velveteen Dream trying to
Yeah,
get his way back into wrestling.
he crashed out in the craziest way. But
The same shit that happened to Odyssey kind of happened to fucking Enzo, you know?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
gender, and he got blackballed pretty much. But ain't like some other shit going on with that nigga too? It's like the woman spoke out too not too long ago.
Yeah, she spoke out and was basically trying to um, dis disclaim his claim in a sense, but you can't disclaim a claim when it's documented from whatever police department that came from. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. For me, honestly, we just need to stop. rushing towards the bullshit and kind of wait for the bullshit to play out because I think everyone is looking for something to talk about, right? And speaking of something to talk about, the IWC was on fire last night, and if you don't know what we was talking
Oh,
about, listen, I would be the first one to say it. Yeah, it was over Miss Parker. So this is a touchy subject. So before we even go any further, I'm going to let you know the views and opinions expressed by everyone on this panel are their individual opinions. Now, what I will say is this: I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna let people speak their mind. Then I'll touch on it a little bit later. So I'll go down the line. Cheech, what you got?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think first.
Okay. Let's start off with the guests first. Let's start off with Grizz. And then we'll go to Randy and we'll go to nigga con. Bruh, I'm not calling this nigga the whole this nigga's name is Dom, okay? It's Dom. but go ahead, Grizz.
Oh
God
man.
damn.
All right. So for the uninitiated that doesn't know what's going on, Jada Parker basically liked a post on Instagram that had to deal with something about trans women not being able to compete in whatever sports, whether it be women's sports, if you're a man becoming a woman or a woman becoming a man, you're not a something along the lines of that. I'm paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a like. I think just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to cop nobody out. Just my personal opinion, and I think we're all guilty of it. We all do some late night scrolling, and we double tap on shit that we don't particularly agree with or like. It just happens. That's one scenario I think that happened. The other scenario is she probably really does feel that way. Now, it's not being transphobic because it's not saying I don't support trans rights or I don't support trans people doing X, Y, and Z to where it's like they're taken away from basic human rights. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is trying to discredit anyone for what they deserve in life. And it is a touchy subject. I'm not gonna put myself in the middle of that, but this is how I feel personally. If she didn't come out and say anything against anyone, you don't know her personal feelings. And let's just leave it at that. The same
Mm-hmm.
thing with the whole Odyssey Jones thing. We basically he was DOA as soon as we heard the allegations. We didn't want to hear his side or know his side. He was wrong. Like you was dead ass wrong.
Which one?
Now come to find out he's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing with Jada Parker. Before we jump to conclusions,
Mm,
let's hear her side of it or let's know her side of it or want to know before we sit there and judge, especially black people. Like, let's stick behind our own until we know for sure that they're guilty. Once
Mm-hmm.
they're guilty, if we don't like it, I bet you got your own opinions from there. But until then, innocent until proven guilty. That's how I look.
Yes. All right. Final boss.
um, it was crazy how it happened because like when that whole thing sparked up, I just got home and I'm like, what the fuck happened on Twitter? And then upon reading what happened, everything that Grizz said, like I can definitely vouch for and understand, and I agree with because it was like another thing is as well as like especially the Black IWC have to learn to give people grace and let things play out because you don't know exactly the context of what that person might have said if that's exactly what the person feels. And I don't think from what was said in Jada's rebuttal on Twitter before it got nasty was disrespecting people people of trans orientation. So I feel that they kind of should have took a step back. If they felt the way, cool. Like, but to call for somebody's job, bullying them, and then like having people in the IWC like outing whatever affair that she might have with somebody else, like that's when you're taking it a little too far. You know, if you like, people can have fundamental disagreements about certain things that they find fundamental within them. And I'm never gonna, and as men on this panel, we're not gonna basically get in the middle in terms of how women would feel in terms of what their rights are being impended on. That's an issue that should be basically spoken more so from between the women. But from the outside looking in terms of the bullying gotta chill. This ain't high school, bro. Like this is wrestling, and the fact that like a lot of these feelings have basically been taken to a place where it shouldn't be. It reinforces the fact that you know between fans and the performers, we can be our own worst enemy because how people react to certain things, no matter how small or big it might be, even if there's no disrespect that's being met with it, it's just a simple disagreement or an idea that might be different than theirs. Everyone disagrees and have disagreements about different things. Everyone doesn't have to agree about the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what makes people unique. Whether you're on the right side or whatever side, as long as you're meeting things with respect, that's where it should stay. But when you guys be disrespectful and call for a person's job and say, "Oh, this is what she's doing on the side," I'm like, that's juvenile. Like that's high school shit. Like if I wanted to go back to high school, I could go back to cross right now. But like but at the end of the day, as adults online, you have a responsibility to basically grow from that and find some middle ground and have a healthy dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nigga gun. Nigga, I'm not calling Dom. Dom, nigga. What you think? I'm not calling you that shit.
I'm not gonna answer by dime. It's this nigga got Junior.
Goddamn Muhammad Ali, but go ahead.
Nah, but it's like weird though, like how they jumped the gun and start saying she slept with Jay Uso and shit. But like, it's okay to disagree with stuff. But what she liked it was kind of weird. But like, who's really scrolling down looking for like what she liked on Twitter? Not Twitter, but IG is super weird. Like, who got time in the day to look at wrestlers' likes and shit?
Weirdos.
Unemployed niggas.
Yeah, like there's like a lot of weird niggas, and they go super weird with this shit, man. Like wrestling is fans are fucking weird.
The people that support Drake, because you learned a lot of Drakes today.
Listen, Aubrey, that's another thing I hate. Aubrey's Angels, man. I hate them. They could all go into traffic.
Oh, these Angels is crazy.
Aubrey's Angels get on my goddamn nerves, man. The Drizzlers, as I call them.
You found out a lot about them. You found out a lot of them today, trying to out Jada Parker. Trying to basically say she's around with Jey Uso.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if she's sleeping with her or not? Like that's her
what
business.
These wrestlers do though.
I'm like, like who gives a fuck? It's like that's her coochie. That's her coochie. She want to throw around other niggas. Like,
that's a fact.
Like niggas mad. I think the really because niggas mad they ain't throwing to them. That's what the reason is.
But my thing is this: how many stories? I'm trying to pivot from the trans stuff, but how many stories as wrestling fans have we heard about all these wrestlers in the 80s and the 90s and even the early 2000s that was cheating? We saw an angle happen about somebody cheating
and
on TV.
And that was based off real life.
That's what I'm saying.
We see another one too.
A lot of them ruined some lives, man.
The same with the Kevin Sullivan and Benoit shit too. Remember they had a whole angle with that.
Exactly.
Jared and Angle too.
Mm-hmm. Jared Angle, Mark Mero, and Brock Lesnar and Sable. Like
this is. I mean, I'm not saying that
Trips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that
Linda Hogan getting a train ran on her by the boys in the back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm not saying that this
Xavier Woods and Paige.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's true, but all I'm saying is if that's their business.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new. So I don't know why y'all trying to dig up videos and look for evidence and look, those are the same shoes she had on shut the fuck up.
And like,
so I got
what did Jay have to do with this, man?
That's super weird.
Can I go?
Shut the fuck up. Because now not only are you trying to break up a happy home, invoke this pretend relationship because you're upset with her over thoughts and opinions that she hasn't expressed yet. You're just trying to sit here and bully somebody, but then when your ass get bullied, and this is the reason why we can't say nothing on Call of Duty and shit like that, we get
Niggas get
banned for like
blocked.
a whole
Yeah,
week.
because niggas is bitch ass niggas, man.
Because y'all are soft. As soon as somebody talk about your mother, now you want to fight.
Nah, that pettiness got to stop. But Dallas, go ahead, Brody. Brody, what you got?
It's a lot of paper tigers in the IWC, and it's a lot of these bum ass niggas who don't have a job, and their life revolves around basically following what wrestlers do. And it all started because somebody said, "Oh, I just found out my favorite NXT wrestler's transphobic." Okay, so if that's the case, she played D1. She went to LSU. Okay, not for nothing. If you have a daughter and your daughter is competing in a sport against a non-binary athlete who has the genetics of what they were originally born with, and I personally don't give a fuck what people think, because it's not like you can whoop my ass in real life, so I'll say what the fuck I want. The fact of the matter is that a lot of these bum ass niggas have no job, so they follow wrestlers. If you have a problem with that, then you're going to be really fucked up when you find out that a lot of these wrestlers that you follow, that you idolize, have very strong opinions that they do not express, because if they did, you probably wouldn't be fans of them. That's just what it is. Like, take Undertaker, for example. He's wearing Blue Lives Matter shirts during a time where we are dealing with, like, obviously systemic racism. We're dealing with a lot of problems that go on in the world, and he's wearing those kind of shirts that oppose our political views. I didn't see anybody try to cancel him. I didn't
Same with
see
Ciampa too.
Exactly. Now, okay, so if you guys have a problem with that, then this shouldn't be a problem. Let's say Brock Lesnar decides to come back. Brock Lesnar identifies as non-binary. Well, since he's non-binary, he should be competing in the women's division. So he should be going out, dumping Tiffany Stratton on her fucking head, F5s all over the fucking place.
That's funny.
Since this is not such an issue, you shouldn't have an issue with Brock Lesnar changing his gender and dumping 100% of the women's divisions on their fucking heads and being a double champion. That you shouldn't have a problem with that, because now that'd be some nasty fucking work. And for the simple fact that you're trying to say that she was messing with Jey Uso, whatever she chooses to do with her vagina is her business. Stop following these wrestlers. They're not your fucking friends. This is a reason why they don't even like interacting with you bum ass motherfuckers at 5 a.m. at the airport when you're following them, when you're following Mercedes Moné to the hotel and she's telling you that you're all fucking weirdos for doing that. You guys are bona fide fucking weirdos.
And they get mad too when the wrestlers call them weirdos. Like, you doing this weird shit, and like, why you get mad when the niggas doing like, what the fuck? Yeah, they make like these fucking fake ass scenarios and get caught. Like, I don't know why it got blocked. Because you're weird as fuck.
You're weird. You're weird. You need a job and you need to get your shit together. You need a father. You need a father. Like, Christian Cage. You need Christian Cage in your life. A lot of these motherfuckers need Christian Cage.
Because at the end of the day, like, these wrestlers are actors, and like, these are like, at the end of the day, like, they have lives, and like, what they do with their lives is their business, you know. If my favorite wrestler was sell crack, I don't give a fuck. As long as they entertain me in the ring.
Hey, I know it's not politically correct to bring up this man's name, but the people from my pop's generation and in that mid 80s to 90s got their hearts broken years ago by Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
That's a prime example right there.
Fuck.
Prime example.
Prime example, but shout out to Black Wrestling Podcast. They got the 6-year anniversary of the Hulk Hogan hoodie they put out. Go cop that. I may go ahead and get one. Make sure y'all got that in the 5X for me. But if I
big nigga size,
like Kenta said, big nigga. But time out. Kenta did not say that at all. What that was the caption that we put before y'all go trying to cancel Kenta. He didn't really say that. But my whole thing is with this is simple. Okay, what the next person eat doesn't necessarily make me shit, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two, y'all crashing out over a like when it never verbally came out her mouth that said fuck this group of people. It never verbally came out of her mouth. And you gotta understand, during that time that she was responding to those people on Twitter, that was out of defense of being jumped. So even during that time, I think when she was responding, it was more of a defense versus fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Basically, I mean, she basically said, don't get it twisted, come to me correct, and she left it like that. But the fans kept agging it on and agging on and agging on, and for people to really be, I don't want to use pocket watching, but social media watching to seeing what the next person like, and like at the end of the day, like it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. At the end of the day, it's not like, what I'm saying, it's gonna affect me. But it may affect someone else who happens to be inside that community. But at the same time, she never said you shouldn't have rights. You shouldn't be included. Um, she basically said, liked the post. And the only reason why she responded is because she got attacked. Now, am I defending the liking of the post? No, not necessarily, but it's a fucking post. Like, I scroll plenty of times when I'm scrolling on Twitter late night, and I accidentally like some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, and that shows up inside my feed, and I got to go back and unlike it. Like there was plenty of times I've been scrolling down Twitter, and it's been somebody getting their cheeks clapped, and I hit the like button by accident. So I'm like, let me take that off.
But that
I
don't
need
show
that
up
in
in
my
the favorites no
algorithm.
more. That shit don't show up in the favorites no more. That shit don't show up in the favorites no more. So you
Hey,
good.
hey, you know what this reminds? You know what this actually reminds me of? This actually reminds me of the Kyrie Irving situation when he posted an Amazon link and niggas was trying to.
Yeah,
That's exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm.
like it, but Kyrie never came out. Kyrie never said he was anti-Semitic, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because he
They
posted a
labeled
link
him like that.
to a book, and if you know Kyrie, he's big on reading, big on knowledge. He's not like LeBron James, who says that he read a book
One
and can't
page.
It's on the same page every fucking book he's ever
same
opened.
Yeah,
page,
King Cap, man.
Nigga just
King
Look,
Cap.
look Cap. Look
same
Cap.
page.
Look Cap
But
James.
but
Still my goat
moving
though.
moving on from Jada Parker, in the whole entire situation. Cheech, did you want to touch on this or did you want to move on? Pause on the touch on this.
Touch on this, man. Big nigga touch.
Let's
Yes.
move on, man. Because if it don't have nothing to do with wrestling, I'm not worried about. Like I saying, whatever they do, whatever happens, I'm not into all that shit. So
I think like Jim Cornette. I'm here to crap on some
they could
fucking
eat a dick.
wrestling.
All right. Moving on from there. And at the end of the day, necessarily, if you didn't like what she said, so I mean, well, like what she liked.
So, some people
Some
say the
people like their
cucumber
cucumbers
tastes better
pickled.
pickled.
You know what I'm saying? Leave it at that.
The cucumber
But
tastes better pickled.
yeah, like that's some people's opinion. But moving on from that, I want to say the last thing inside the rumors and news page. Shout out to, of course, Maya, aka Kalani Jordan, Rookie of the Year. Got to give it up for her. Um, Take me there. I definitely want to go there. Moving from the rumors and news, we got to talk about other big news that's popped up inside the realm of wrestling. Let's go ahead and tap into SmackDown. What you got on the SmackDown side, man?
All right, so basically, LA Knight basically decided he wanted to attack Jacob Fatu because he been trying to get it back in blood, and obviously, when he attacked LA Knight, he was basically told, "Hey, bro, you gonna regret this." And lo and behold, later on that night, he got turned into an Instagram bio just like that. And this is what's really going to happen it's really been a bad couple of months for LA Knight. Got packed up by Nakamura, lost your title. You know what I'm saying? It at this point right now, Logan Paul was even backstage with him like, yo, I heard you lost the US title. He just told him like, hey bro, yeah, I seen what happened. It's really bad. But the best thing about this is that it's really keeping LA Knight in sort of the main event scene. He's had his run-ins with the bloodline here and there. But this Cody and KO feud is at a fever pitch now, especially when they went through the table towards the end of the show. This ladder match is going to be something to watch at the Royal Rumble. Now, I obviously think Cody's going to win. I wouldn't mind a KO win, but I don't necessarily see it happening. They should definitely pull the trigger on KO because he's been having a great run. But SmackDown has had its ups and its downs. But this feud between Cody and KO is picking up. But with everything that they've been pushing forward towards KO, he has to get something. He has to get a big win, some way, shape, or form.
I agree with that. Anyone else disagree?
Nope, just LNA, just getting niggas business and getting his ass beat. So
I'm saying, like, I seen LA Knight push Jacob Fatu. I'm like, oh, we shouldn't have did that.
He signed his death warrant that night.
nigga, you in trouble.
What did 21 Savage say? This nigga gonna die.
I was like, man.
It's gonna be trouble.
So what we
What do white people do?
LA Knight funeral?
Like people always jump in people's business and get their ass beat and act surprised. Like, what? How dare you whip my ass? Like, you shouldn't have jumped in.
You know, it's like
business.
it's like when you hit a little kid after being bad and they do like this, and they just shocked looking at you like.
Oh, yeah, look, I know that well. Know that look very well. I just popped mine like an hour ago for touching something he shouldn't have touched.
They be shocked as hell. Like,
did he just strike me?
Like, he just punch you in the face? Like, yeah, nigga.
But SmackDown definitely has some dope wrestling on it. Lee Chen unfortunately didn't get the title from Chelsea Green. We got a number one contender with Bayley. Looks like they're going to be trying to put Bayley back in title contention. That's dope. So SmackDown, if you were looking for graps last week, I said it was between SmackDown and I'm going to say NXT and AEW. AEW has some great graps.
There's a cheetah skin pillow. A cheetah pillow just popped up.
Bro, listen, I fight about mine, dog.
I had to put it up there, bro. I'm sorry.
God.
The fact you ain't say nothing is diabolical to me. Come on now.
I didn't say nothing because we didn't get to that yet. But that's
there she is. Go ahead, bro.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Listen, let's hold off on Nia Jax and let's get the Monday Night Raw. Cheech, take it away. What you got for Raw?
That nigga's not talking.
Let's talk about it. Raw is Penta. The wait is over. You know, always imagine him being there someday, and he finally made it. You know, before, you know, you have Mexicans coming out with lawnmowers, you know, and now they put a respect on the dude. You know what I mean? Like, it was great that they didn't have him debut on the first night because, you know, the reception that he got was, you know, pretty amazing, you know, and his name is gonna be Penta Cero Condoms because he got like 8 kids, bro. You see all them kids in front of the fur line, you know, 0 condom. But man, what a debut, you know what I'm saying? What you guys thought about Penta's debut?
I ain't never seen somebody win a debut match and give an acceptance speech like right after. Like, bro had a 5-minute acceptance speech after winning the debut match. And I'm like, yeah, they treating this man like a big deal. And who cares if he went overtime? He had a banger of a match with Chad Gable. That's really all I got to say.
Oh, for real.
No,
This is not only the Netflix.
Moving on, what you got over there?
The only thing was weird though. The only thing was weird, like after the match, remember his daughter was crying. And it was like some
Yeah,
weird ass fucking page talking about like his like the girl crying in the crowd or some shit. That shit was so fucking weird to me. Like that's his fucking daughter. You weird fucking stupid ass fucking page.
and and then it's a kid too. Like okay. Remember
Mm-hmm.
when CM Punk returned and you had the guy in the crowd that was crying,
Girl man
right?
crying.
Yeah, the grown man crying. That right there, I can see you
Yeah.
talking about. But a child, a kid,
Right.
Can't even be
that
proud of her dad.
like yo weirdos, bro. Like that's
Right.
the
Like yeah.
weird activity. Like enjoy
Mm-hmm.
the debut because I enjoyed the hell out of that match. That was a few
Mm-hmm.
times, where I thought Chad
Well,
Gable was
13
out of
minutes, bro.
the room. Yep, it was a
Right?
13-minute match, and it was a great match. And we didn't even get all the Penta. We got just a sample. But the
Mm-hmm.
fact that what I'm saying, the match he put on with Chad Gable, like I said a few times, I thought Chad Gable was done for. Like this motherfucker's gonna be Christopher Reeves. But shout out to Chad Gable with the selling because he sold that match down
Everything.
to the T.
This match was a prime example of. I know a lot of people have this tribalism, and we talk about tribalism a lot on our show. But people have this tribalism of, oh, people can't jump from company to company. They can't work with certain people because of the barriers and where they come from. Penta showed you everything that night. As far as these are two professionals in the ring, one American, one Mexican, and it don't even matter about that. It matters about what we here to talk about today, which is wrestling, what we love. And it showed two masterclass professionals. And if that didn't make you a Chad Gable fan last night, on Monday,
Man,
there's something seriously wrong with you. You should have been on the Chad Gable train a long time ago, but you really should really put some respect on his name after Monday.
yeah,
I always say you win from losing, and he was definitely not a loser on Monday. He was definitely a winner. It
no,
definitely made him look like a star if he's
no,
not already one.
it did. What you got over there, finding boss?
Hey, Eric said everything I was gonna say, man. I mean, listen. When it comes to Penta, like people who've been watching them since TNA because AEW fans they think that they own Penta for whatever reason.
Lucha,
Um,
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground.
Lucha
and
Underground,
Lucha
Mm-hmm.
Underground
right?
as well. Like people forget how he put Chelsea Green through a table, and him and
Mm-hmm.
EO had a sick ass series. Um,
Love the
like
same
people,
deal with WWE. I'm just saying.
yeah, EO's probably running for the hills right now, but
Mm,
but in the same token, it's just like yo, for someone who have a debut just like that and really kill and show out, like it tells you like how valued he is, and not just in the wrestling community, but how WWE is going to receive him going forward. And Trips has done a good job in terms of bringing in guys that he knows can make an impact, and the fact that thankfully he did not participate in anything LWO related.
Oh,
I'm
thank
happy.
you.
I'm happy. I'm happy he went against Chad Gable when we got some great graps for 13 minutes, as you guys said. It's the first of many because already you're thinking about the crazy hard hitting matches he can have already on Raw. Like you're already thinking about him versus Gunther. You're already thinking about him versus Damian Priest. You're thinking about him versus Finn possibly. Like all bangers she can have on that roster, and it doesn't have to be around a title. Like just think about that. Like
yeah,
The entrances alone,
that
Yes.
part.
entrance alone makes him look like a star.
And then like my other thing was like niggas like all he gotta do is move set in WWE. He did all this shit within 13 minutes.
Yeah.
We like I said, we got a nice sample of that.
Mm-hmm.
But let me show you the power of Penta. Do you want to know who the number one selling person in merch is right now on WWEshop.com?
yeet.
Penta.
Damn.
And not only that, Penta actually got worldwide coverage from ESPN. The moment he debuted,
Yeah.
ESPN put in
Was
our
it
articles.
Yeah, because George Kittle got like a fan of him like during WrestleMania weekend. He went to all the
Yep.
shows and was like, "Oh, I'm a fan of Pentagon. Like this nigga's whoop ass."
Yeah, and that to me alone just shows you the star power of Penta. But also on Raw, we had the Raw was number one in the top 10 in the U.S.
This is
on
American
Netflix.
Primeval. What the fuck is that? Is that good?
Yeah, hey, watch that.
Okay.
Watch that. But for Penta to go ahead and exceed the way he did, I mean, hats off to him. Ray Phoenix, we gonna get you up out of there, bro. You coming soon,
Yeah.
and
Man,
I
Tony
think
Khan be giving out death row contracts, man.
We got a free Ricky Starks, man.
you
We
got
got
a
a free Ricky Starks.
free Ricky.
So
Free,
no, Ricky Starks
Ray.
got to pick a fight backstage. He got like punch
Ricky
like
Starks,
Dustin.
look,
He got to punch
Ricky
like
You got
Dustin.
to choke somebody a little bit.
They got to beat up Dustin
Starks,
Rhodes.
Malachi, all of them is in death row contracts, man. They
Now,
can't.
Malachi free. He coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's out of his death row contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, he free.
Malachi, he coming home.
So
Okay.
like,
He coming home.
Ricky Starks got to like slap Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, somebody like that. Evil Uno, -1.
Nah, they don't
Slap
care.
one of them guys.
They don't care about Sammy now. Now, if he slapped one of them Mormon boys back there, the Rod and Todd Flanders back there, maybe he might get kicked out.
Rod and Todd. No,
They
but
gotta choke up. Well, you them, cock, punch him,
not.
something.
No, it gotta be it gotta be somebody that the company's really invested in. Like, so he gonna have to-
MJF.
yeah, he may have to slap up MJF.
You know what?
Or Double J, man. Or Double J.
Or you could just take Tony Khan's hairpiece and just run away. That's it.
Or take his cocaine.
Or you could do that too.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but I learned a long time ago. You don't get in between a man and his coke.
Yeah, that's cool. Crackheads wobble, but they don't fall down.
Don't do that. Shout out to Penta. 1997, 2000.
Nigga, that's not Penta, man.
Nigga, that's Penta to me.
No, it's not.
That's Penta to me. Got that. I don't care what you say. That's Penta. No,
That's
but
racist, man. You racist.
nah, I ain't racist. Don't do that.
Racist ass podcast, man. I'm starting rumors, man.
Not you started rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of this, man, let's talk about this. Let's talk about
lady.
What you got on this one, Cheech. Go ahead and give us the breakdown.
Well, pretty much the match didn't go the way a lot of people expected to go. I thought the Dakota Kai was gonna come on top. Pun intended.
Man, I knew she was gonna lose because of that weak ass theme she came out with. She came out with a new theme song and the shit was weak as fuck, and it's like, she's not gonna win with that weak ass song. That's not championship material song right there.
He fucked it up.
Me and
don't
Jeff
quite hit right. But she ends up winning the match. We got a new IC Women's Champion. A lot of people were pretty much, up in arms. Do you think it was the right call or the wrong call?
I think it's the right call. I guess it's unexpected. Somebody new. And that's what WWE do, make new stars. So, and she's international now. She got that, that appeal.
Yeah, she got that whip appeal.
Right call, Dakota Kai got the Derrick Rose knees, no disrespect.
Derrick Rose.
You can't really depend on her title shot. She might get hurt, she got the injury bug.
Yeah, she is. She is a kind of injury prone. She got Kevin Nash legs.
Mm-hmm. They said Joe Embiid,
Fucking Gilbert Arenas. Like them knees is bad. You fuck around and fuck yourself up. Also on Raw, we found out that Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, all going into the Royal Rumble. But what took me out was CM Punk's reaction once his music hit. Like the music hit, he's like, man, it couldn't have been a Rhea Ripley. Like y'all could have been Rhea, could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? But y'all went ahead and did this. I'm happy for it. They getting ready to run it back for the WrestleMania rematch this coming Monday between Seth and Drew. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some type of fuckery. We'll see CM Punk involved, so that's what I'm expecting up out of it. What else we had go on as well, Cheech? I believe it was a
street fight.
Yeah.
Killer Priest
Bisexual
about it.
Undertaker.
Killer Priest won.
Senor.
So, is this the end? What y'all think? Is this the end as far as this Finn Balor?
Hopefully.
It looks like
Yeah, hopefully.
Never over, man.
I'm tired of this Judgment Day shit. Just like let it go. Let them.
Yeah, I am too. I think it's time for Finn to go out on his own and go to SmackDown because SmackDown, to me, needs some star power outside of Cody and Kevin Owens. They need some, and Finn needs to be on his second NXT run, just kicking everybody bicycle kicks.
He needs to be on demon time. You know what I'm saying? Judgment Day at this point is finished. And like there's no real aura in Judgment Day and there's no real direction for Judgment Day. So at this point, like move him to SmackDown. It's the land of opportunity, as they say. But Balor needs to get back to how he was when he came back to NXT. Definitely agree.
Yeah. So one thing I was gonna say, what you guys think about the fact that the show ended at 10:35, 10:34?
This shit was perfect.
Great.
Right?
Listen,
Yeah.
I think that's what y'all get for running y'all fucking mouth the week before, talking about we only had 4 matches and it was a 3-hour show. Well, guess what? I'm gonna cut this bitch off at 30 minutes before the 3-hour mark. Now what? You gotta learn to shut up some goddamn time. Just watch it.
You know the crazy thing about it is Tripp said the show is always going to be fluid depending on the timing of the show. So it's like for people, the fact that people didn't catch that and automatically assume it's just going to be 3 hours every week. He did say in verbatim, he's like, "Yo, like we'll be fluid with the hours in terms of how the show goes. Sometimes it'll be 2.5, sometimes it'll be 3. Sometimes it might go slightly over depending on how big the show might be. So it's just like." Bruh, like, just shut the fuck up and watch. You're gonna watch anyway.
No, there were people complaining. So, I guess they were saying that Penta went over the time, this and that. It's like I don't.
So who cares? It was like
exactly.
You complain use the TV time. That's why.
You complain about not enough wrestling. You complain there's more angles, more like promos than wrestling. And then when you finally get more wrestling,
it's too much. It's too much wrestling. It's like damn if we do, damn if we don't. It's like
what the fuck do you want, man?
Right.
Like real talk.
Hey,
ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Niggas gotta work in the morning. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Like,
that's
the
thing about it.
What do y'all think about the transfer portal? Because we found out in the most lamest way that the YS6 is going to SmackDown. Like you don't just announce that type of shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. YS6 lost their aura, man. Like
they
went from killing niggas to losing to this the fucking white supremacist group, and it's like, do you really care about the niggas now?
American history X Factor over there. Like
they didn't book that well at all.
Yeah, but to announce it instead of just letting it happen, like this is supposed to be a mysterious type of faction. You know what I'm saying? So the shock factor should have been there. Like the light should have cut off on Friday, and the motherfucker should have attacked somebody random that that's been talking a lot of shit. Like they could have attacked. Goddamn.
I was just about to say Carmelo Hayes. I was like, I don't want to say it because he's black, but
I'm sorry,
Carmelo Hayes. He's been one out of SmackDown for a little while. It's just like, all right, you know what? I'm out. I got some supernatural shit going on over here. I'm going to Raw.
None of the shit for me.
Right.
Carmelo Hayes going to TNA.
Yo, that'd be dope. I wouldn't be.
I mean, that's not a demotion.
That's a promotion.
Yeah, give me Leon Slater, Carmelo Hayes, and Evans triple threat match.
You know what I'm saying? He's easily on the X division.
Just as long as Muth stays away from WWE TV.
You get that Bushmouth.
Hey,
nigga, man, the house
nigga. Hey, nigga, I caught that. He put the lisp on Moose, so it's like, but no, seriously, keep Moose away.
Keep Moose ashy ass away from my television, man. To learn how to use some lotion properly. Ashy ass nigga.
Motherfucker like an elbow. I told y'all last time.
Nigga rub his elbows together. He calls it brush fries in LA.
not a thumb. But and then of course we had the appearance of Bay coming out in that leopard print. That you know what I'm saying, looking as good as she want to look.
Came with them big breasts and that fine skin. You know what I'm capable of. Remember, like, Jason Whitlock said that shit in the interview.
Yeah, Jason Whitlock is a menace. But
Thanksgiving dinner.
listen, first of all, shout out to Bay Nia Jax. She could be going on Raw. Could be staying at SmackDown. Either way, baby got an aura. Okay, as soon as she came out, I was locked in. I was locked in. My wife was taking though.
Horny action.
No horny action. You know what I'm saying? Like I was locked in. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. You know, my wife was out there, and you know, my wife's like, why is she dressed like somebody auntie? And I was like, you know what? That's some hating ass shit. That's some hating ass shit.
My thing gets mad when it comes to women wrestling. Like when women wrestling come on, she gets mad and gets in front of the TV, and I'm like, move. And she's like, you gotta focus on me. I'm like, no.
Focus on you for what?
Yeah.
Look who's on the TV.
Yeah.
It's like every day.
I'm like, what the way? And she's like, right. I'm like, move.
Young King said that peanut butter skin. I said, yeah,
Absolutely.
Jiffy. That's
Absolutely.
That's Jiffy right there.
Absolutely.
That's Peter Pan. If you from the hood, you know about that Peter Pan, goddamn that peanut butter, man. Listen, I believe Neverland. I'm flying, nigga. Like, but shout out to Nia Jax, man, for definitely keeping us locked in. She had that shit on, as the homie like to say down there. She definitely had that shit on.
And BBL Bailey came too in the ring. It was like, damn. It was like 5 women in the ring whooping ass.
Listen,
Cake Factory
everywhere. Somebody said, Young Key said Peter Pan was oily as fuck. It was.
It really was.
But you know, Peter Pan, the goddamn peanut butter lasts you forever, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's like
all thing you had to do was spin. Moving on from Monday Night Raw, let's get into this NXT action. So NXT, real talk, I gotta know. NXT, Oba is the ruler. Is NXT ready for Oba to be in charge of everything? Because did you see the way? Did you see the way that he picked up Robert Stone and hemmed that nigga up against the wall?
Yeah, big nigga Oba, man. That's big nigga Oba.
All right, listen.
Black Broly. That's just it. You over there just
what's Broly though?
Z Broly.
Okay, so
Z Broly.
Okay, so you say which Broly?
Yeah, nah, Super Broly, nah, Z Broly. That's Obafemi right there. Because Z Broly was built way different. He was just there to destroy galaxies, blow up planets, beat niggas' ass. He punted Piccolo. Like,
clothesline Gohan to the fucking building. Like, hey, that was a handicap. That's another word for coffin. Like, yeah, some word fucking.
Kakarot, how much do you love your son?
That's a hell of a question to ask somebody, but Obafemi NXT champion. I'm already liking this just off of one episode. Like he taking command, like he taking the helms. Like, listen, it's gonna be what I want. If I want to fight somebody, I'm gonna tell you who I want to fight. I don't need no number one contendership. Send them all out to bat. And Eddie Thorpe may just get his ass bounced to TNA. I ain't gonna.
I had this thing right here. Let Oba win the fucking TNA title. Like, fuck it, he's going over there win the title and have him be double champ at this point.
Hey, I'm with it.
I'm with that shit.
What up, Heel Mark?
Oh shit!
I think
the Heel Mark. What's going on, man?
The person that could possibly. Well, no, I'm kind of promoting. I'm promoting the ring breaking on this one because there's somebody else that was a former AEW employee that no longer works for them. But I'd like to see Keith Lee come back to NXT if we can make that possible.
Yeah, hopefully if he's healthy, man.
Yeah, he get health first.
Hey, did you see a recent picture of him? He slimmed down a little bit.
No, he slimmed down, but it's like if he wants to get back in the ring and he's mobile to do so, I'm like, hey, by all means.
I'd like to see him in Oba. I mean,
give me Oba and take something. That'd be a good one.
The promos alone would be hilarious.
Oba and Jake Simpson. That's it.
That's fire too.
I
But
ain't gonna front. Go ahead.
Oba and Keith Lee, the promos would be hilarious. You know, Keith Lee talks so proper, and Oba is
Salutations.
just like,
Greetings.
Indubitably.
yeah, and Oba is just like, I don't understand what you are saying. You are insulting me. You know, it just be
Like,
hilarious alone.
same skin like me, but you talk like them.
You talk like the oppressor.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. No, but I think honestly, like it's a good fit. But we did have some good bangers on NXT. If I just wanted to run past them real quick,
The women division is fucking superb over there. God damn, man. That's the best women's division.
So it is. And talking about the women, let's talk about these fine sisters right here. Jakara Jackson, Last Legend, going up against Hocus Pocus over there, Alba Fire.
And fine milk. And it was like beautiful brown skin versus nice milk. It's like mixed all together.
Now, I'm not mad at it. We got a number one contendership. We got the number one contender, Shakara Jackson, Last Legend. So, do you see them dethroning Naomi and Bianca?
Ooh.
It can happen if Jay comes back with some fuckery, but that can be something else. But I don't know.
It's a toss up. I think
That's a toss up.
It could go either way, and I'm not mad at it because they need something to do with those titles.
Yeah.
And that's been their problem now for a while. That these women's titles were supposed to be defended through all three brands. They're not being defended through all three brands. They're not really that relevant. They're not relevant at all, to be honest with you.
Nope.
Got it not.
So I think it's time to, and it seems like every time we do get a team that tries to make them relevant, there's still nothing there because there's no tag women's division, so to say. And now you got more opportunities for women with these single titles and secondary titles. I think this is just another way to showcase Lash Legend and push her to the forefront of, hey, this is somebody that's going to be a big star in the women's division very soon. Shakara Jackson going to be another person that's going to be another one. This is basically, in NBA terms, the rookie sophomore game. Basically, you seeing the two best rookies on the team show out against the vets.
I think there's no sense of urgency with the women's tag division. There's really no build up. It's just, it's almost like people are forgetting about, hey, what happened with Jade Cargill? They've kept her off TV. Are we going to see her at the Royal Rumble? There's like he said, there's nothing really going on. So why not do a little shakeup and get those titles off? Naomi can eat the pin, and this is what causes the whole crash out between the big three. But it has to be executed, and it's not being executed right now because nobody really cares. And Bianca is competing more in singles matches than really defending the tag team championship, not really brand hopping. Again, there's no sense of urgency to push the story any further because her star is kind of fading out at this point, and she needs something to kind of up the ante.
Okay.
Like, does anybody even remember the fact that Bianca originally won that women's WWE championship and never got a rematch for it, as far as to my knowledge? Like, she's never even got her get back for that. For getting cashed.
Yeah, you talking about when she got cashed on in Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. She never did get her get back.
She never got her one-on-one back for that. It was like,
I thought she did it. I thought she did it Crown Jewel, and that's when Kairi Sane showed up.
Okay, so I said, to my knowledge, I'm old.
Damn, wrestling historian. Yeah, I just thought about that. You right. I don't know. I think the women's division is dope down there. They had another women's match for the number one contender for the North American Women's
Yeah, this
Championship.
was kind of crazy though. Like Shotzi really beating Stephanie McCure was crazy, but it was so much fuckery in that match, but it made sense. I was like, it was like a lot going on, and I'm like, wow. That's I was like, wow, this is how it.
Shouts out to Shotzi. I want to see Shotzi win and do better.
Yeah, because Shotzi's, man, like, they always say she's not a good wrestler. That's the
that's the narrative that they push, and it's sad that nobody's actually talking about the real match. They're just talking about Booker T on commentary with his wild comments.
Yeah.
Like, something wrong with Booker.
Listen, that's I mean, come on, let's keep it above. Everybody got an uncle like that, the uncle be off the Crown Royal, be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That right there, like, I need that on my television, someone that I can relate to, because you know what? In a few more years, I'm gonna be Unc. You know what I'm saying? So this right here it's okay with me because Unc can get away with that shit.
You can be podcast Unc.
Podcast Unc.
You know what? Next show, my header's gonna be podcast Unc.
Booker is in Harlem Heat right now, like literally.
Literally.
Yeah, because those comments were egregious. Oh yeah, wow. Man, yeah. Look at it. It's like, but then again,
the ass clap move, whatever shit's called. What's the move called she does? What the fuck is that move called? I don't know what the move's called.
I don't even know.
I don't know what it's called, but it's provocative.
The ass shake, the ass clap, but it was like, yeah, man, oh man,
the ass quake. I have no idea.
Yeah, and then somebody was mad about that on Twitter, and it's like, oh, how dare! I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That's it.
Like, shut up. Like honestly, you gotta,
like every day was something somebody complaining about. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Can we just enjoy wrestling? Like,
niggas is disgusted by Cheeks. That is crazy. Like, come on now. Booker ain't leaving NXT. Blasphemy! He ain't leaving NXT.
Never.
He's with what the way the women's division is down there, he ain't leaving. They gonna try to get him out. He ain't going. He ain't going. They gonna have to fry him with it.
He got to see Sexy Red again.
Man, Impact Zone will be crazy.
Charmel almost pulled up the way he was acting.
No, but I'm cool with it. Like, y'all really complaining, like, nigga, we dealt with Jerry Lawler for like 20 plus years, and he was saying some off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, probably giving them hoes. Look at the hoes. Ooh, I love hoes.
That ain't the wildest shit that he said.
That's not that. That's the wildest shit. No, he said even worse.
I know the wildest. I know the wildest shit he said because I posted a clip of it a long time. He was like, "I don't have a problem." He said, "I don't have a problem dating younger women except when I have to drop them off at school." And I said, "Oh shit!"
Now, when Booker T say some shit like that, then holla at me. You know what I'm saying? But
he said that shit. He fired. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's totally different. Not us over here complaining about him having fun on commentary. That's what he supposed to do. Like at the end,
he's just to have fun. Like, oh, if he's not watching the match, oh, this nigga's boring and he's not into the match. This nigga's having fun, doing 110%. And like, look at this nigga had a match against Zilla, and they came back and did some fucking commentary, having fun. Like,
as you should. As you should.
Yo, shout out to Zilla. Shout out to AJ Francis being the surprise Booker T had for Zilla as well.
To the fucking Kathy, like the fucking dumb face.
Matter of fact, shout out to AJ Francis because he liked something I had on my personal Instagram. So shout out to him too.
Yeah, AJ Francis is a good dude.
Good dude.
Real good dude. We also had the tag team match right here between Faxium and OTM. And Grand Theft Auto niggas for real. But twin Grand Theft Auto niggas. But Faxium still being the tag team champions. And then you had appearance by Gargano and Ciampa. So what are they going to do with this tag team division with NXT? Because I'm going to keep it a buck. It's really not like a lot of challengers right now that, for me, that will be believable to take the titles off of Faxium.
But my thing is that the way that they're booking this tag team, that's how they should be booking the women's tag team. There's always some excitement with those matches, and there's always like people, again, sense of urgency, chasing the titles, like the matches that they had with Chase U. There's always a sense of urgency. There's complete entertainment. There's so many things. Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead.
Another thing too, the Rascals still are number one contenders. Remember, they never got that title shot. They're owed, so that's still in the back.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
We might. So I guess with the merger now, with the deal that they got with TNA, we might see that.
Rascals versus Faxium for the NXT Championship.
I could put both titles on the line. Ladder match, something crazy.
Yeah, ladder match is definitely.
Or Ultimax. Ultimax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga laughing Park Angley.
Yo, I wouldn't be. I would not be mad. I wouldn't be mad at a Fraxium versus Rascals match, but I mean, putting that in TNA and have it happen on a TNA platform, I'm with that. Also, last little tidbit: Ethan Page is a fucking menace. This motherfucker needs to be locked the fuck up. Lock him up.
You mean Baron Zemo?
Baron Zemo. Yo, lock him up. This nigga's out here purposely fucking people up. Like, you know, that.
Damn, Shay, what's the nigga's name? Is beat the fuck out of him.
Listen, that is called felonious assault if you are into studying law. He's going in there with the intent to harm or hurt. And first he takes out Javon Evans. Dummy comes back this week and gets punched right in the mouth. Like, Javon, your mouth is wired up, dog. Take a cue from Kanye and go write some music.
He should come out to Through the Wire.
I was gonna say a Kanye joke, and you beat me to it, my nigga. I was gonna say something about Kanye. I was like, God damn it.
Somebody said Javon Evans gonna come back sounding like 50 Cent. He's gonna write many men.
I sound different.
Well,
we can hear the pain in your voice. No, but Javon Evans, Cedric Alexander, and not this nigga this past Wednesday, like, Ava, you got to get some straight and go. Sean, what you doing back there, bro? You just letting him just take out the money? Like, if I'm in TNA and I'm watching this nigga take out NXT stars, I'm like, I don't know if I want to come this week. Y'all got to get this nigga under your control.
I gotta use some PTO or some FMLA or something.
Send PCO, nigga. PCO can take the pain.
Hey,
should be lucky it ain't in the parking lot.
Yeah, that parking lot.
That NXT parking lot is cursed.
Shit, nigga, PCO going there and be immortal.
It's a war zone out there. Shout out to my boy Ashante the Adonis scooping up a snow bunny on his way out.
Looking at him like, man.
Hey, he got on one. He made it. No, just stop. No, but you know how it is when you get the big contract. First thing you got to do is go get you a bunny. If you don't believe me, just look at the NFL and all their baby mamas, and I'll leave it at that. Okay. Have you not seen Tyreek Hill? Have you not seen? I can go down the list of all these.
Russell Wilson got drafted, remember, and the girl was screaming, "Yeah!"
Who was old boy that just proposed recently?
Oh yeah, man,
from the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Was it the Vikings?
No.
Was it Vikings or Commanders?
Commanders.
I thought it was the Commanders.
Yeah. Listen.
Was it Jaden? Was it Jaden Daniels?
No. It wasn't Jaden. It wasn't Jaden. It was one of his teammates.
But it's so funny because when he proposed, some of my girls like, I don't like proposing. He was just in my DM not too long ago. I was like, wow.
They put that. I mean, so what if he was in your DM?
Yeah,
you wasn't chosen,
right? You know, it happens.
Hey, what'd you say, JT?
I said, so what? He was inside the DM. You wasn't chosen.
Neither was Travis Hunter. Look where he's at.
No, that's a long story with that nigga, man.
No, talk about it. I know you got something to.
I can't speak on it due to the fact that, you know, I know it's Pop, so I'm not gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But my
Run,
brother,
brother,
open up your eyes,
run.
run.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Majors run. Okay.
He's
All the record labs,
Run,
man.
brother, run.
he's in the sunken place. He's in the
Mm-hmm.
sunken place.
But I will say this though. NXT is not a safe space right now. You got Ethan Page and you got the parking lot. It's treacherous. So
And a
TNA
big black
stars.
nigga running around as a champion who was whooping niggas ass at any minute.
This is a fever dream. This is a nightmare at NXT.
You
I
know,
love it.
we also had Marsha Slamovich pop up in the crowd. So I guess that was the leeway, the build up to the announcement.
Oh,
So
the door's open.
yeah, the door is wide open.
She
Wide,
got
wide.
that. She got that. I wish a bitch would face right there.
She really do. She really do. And honestly, right now, the NXT roster, I can only see maybe two people giving her a run for a month. As far as competitively, and that'll be what's the girl from Australia? What's her name?
Zarya.
I
Sorry, no.
can see Zarya giving her a run for her money, and Stephanie Valkyria. That's it.
And Julia.
Julia too.
Julia.
Yeah, come on.
And Julia, but I don't
That's
want
the big three. That's the big three right there.
That's not my woman Julia now.
I mean,
that's
choke you, my
big
nigga. Over Julia.
like fucking Ghost Dad when a nigga reached through the phone.
How you guys for Nia Jax? I am for Julia.
That's how you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I'm glad.
Remember that.
I'm glad I know that.
It's only a matter of time before we see Tessa Blanchard. And, yeah, I'm just gonna break everybody's heart right now.
I don't want to see Big Shin over there, man.
Did you mention Tessa Blanchard on this podcast?
Because I feel like her chin can fucking break watermelon and fucking smash fruit.
The negative chin, man.
Crimson Chin.
Yeah, Crimson Chin.
This nigga mentioned Tessa Blanchard.
Hey.
We sick and tired of that nigga.
He's sick and tired of that nigga right there.
We sick and tired of him.
Real. but I don't know. I mean, hopefully we don't get a Tessa appearance, but if they're doing money, they're trying to do something, then it's going to happen. It may not happen the way we want it to happen, but it's going to happen. Of course, we also cannot forget about Wednesday, because Wednesday was the ticket. Wednesday definitely has some bangers. Wednesday is the place to be. And why is Wednesday the place to be?
Because of Lucha Underground, right?
Nah, I mean, back in the day, Lucha Underground. But no, Wednesday is the place to be for one simple thing.
Dynamite.
Gotta talk about Dynamite, man. So we're gonna talk about Dynamite. So Dynamite.
I see a black screen with nothing.
Well, the people seen it. So, but Dynamite was Dynamite Maximum Carnage. That actually held up to the name.
Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage.
Real ones know. I only ran with Venom on that game. I never played with Spider-Man.
See, it's crazy because like I tweeted that picture. It was so funny, and like only little people caught it. Like real niggas caught it.
I caught it. But this Maximum Carnage, bro, that whole entire Wednesday was stacked. I ain't gonna hold you. We had the main event with Moxley and Hobbs.
Nigga showed out.
You also had
the end there.
You had the Hurt Syndicate going up against Private Party and Mark Briscoe. You had the Women's Gauntlet. You had the Machine versus Machine.
We had fucking Sephiroth versus fucking Wolverine.
So let's get into it. How excited were y'all to see Kenny Omega back inside the ring on a Wednesday night?
Absolutely excited.
I was
thrilled, man. I was happy, man.
All right. So what's your thoughts on the match? Let's go down the panel, man. Let's start off with the backstage brawl, man.
For me, I thought it was good, man. I was happy to see Kenny back in the ring, just not against Brian Cage. But hey, listen, the best bout, machine in terms of Kenny Omega was going to show out in his first match back on TV, and he did what he had to do. And for Cage, for whatever he was able to do, he did what he did. Even though for me personally, I think he's washed, but it is what it is. Kenny Omega did what he had to do to showcase himself. I just wanted him as far away from Don Callis as possible.
Well,
It's about time.
not gonna happen because you seen what happened after the match.
Unfortunately,
Don came in with that goddamn what's the name of that game I used to play on PlayStation?
Fighting Force.
Goddamn
That's a classic.
Goddamn Fighting Force suit on. He came looking like he just broke off 3 kilos and blessed the streets with some bricks with that suit on and stomped on them inside those shoes. And
looking like a final boss on Streets of Rage.
Just Fighting Force is underrated. I don't give a fuck. Fighting Force is
that's
underrated.
great. Even the remake of that shit.
Streets of Rage was. Matter of fact, I think I had that on the little game system I got off of TikTok with the 20,000 games, but ain't none of them fucking games that's there that they show inside the commercial.
Streets of Rage 4 was fire.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Hey, did you still got that? The thing? I can probably mod it and put games on it.
First three are iconic.
I still got it.
First 3 are iconic though.
If you haven't played 4, definitely play 4. It's really fucking good.
I got 4 download on my PS5, but I played it for a little bit. Got my ass beat, and I was like, okay.
I beat the game, played the DLC, and I was like, all right, I'm going back to fucking Helldivers and Marvel Rivals. But Streets of Rage 4, definitely for the old school people.
Yeah,
but
it's always a pleasure to see Kenny Omega in the ring.
It is, man.
Always a pleasure. I feel like he hands down one of the best wrestlers, if not the best.
Yeah, like the way he put the shit together in the ring, it's like a masterpiece.
And not for nothing, and yeah, I'm gonna be a little messy when I say this. I think AEW locker room is way better when he's there. When he's not there, it's like okay, it's like when your boss is not at work, you could get away with certain stuff. But then it's just like when that strict boss when he come back from vacation, oh yeah, all right, let me start doing everything by the book again. That's basically what Kenny Omega is. When no disrespect to the Bucks, but when they're there, everything is relaxed, it's chill. Everything can be fucking mid. But when Kenny Omega's there, it's like, nah, y'all not gonna disrespect wrestling. Y'all not gonna disrespect this company. If y'all don't go out there and at least put on a 4.5 star match, I'm not acknowledging you. Like, no pun intended.
Kenny Omega makes everybody step their game up.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's what AEW is missing, honestly. Because when he's there, it feels like AEW. It feels like it has a presence. And
right, like the good matches, like the in the ring shit is nice. It's not like no bullshit, like you can see.
And he hasn't lost a step either. Go ahead, Dom. I'm sorry, bro.
You guys see that interview with Action Bronson when he's talking about the AEW backstage shit?
Yeah.
He said that shit.
The motherfucker said, the motherfuckers never called me back for an invite.
He's like, kind of weird. He's like, they were weird. Like, it's like real clicky. It's like the vibe was backstage. That's probably when the time when I think he wasn't there, right? I think he was still hurt. Kenny.
Ooh, yeah, Kenny was still hurt, but no, when Action Bronson came, when he came, Kenny was wrestling because I remember that because I think the episode before that they had Trina on there, and I'll never forget that. Shout out to Trina, still at her big age, finding the motherfucker. But you also had on AEW, you had the Hurt Syndicate going up against Private Party, Mark Briscoe.
Man, he was getting busy.
Yo, and this was his first televised match. I want to say like in 2 years or something.
Yeah, he did Bloodsport over like this summer, right?
Yeah, he did Bloodsport, but like an actual wrestling match.
Yeah, like he wasn't active.
Yeah, this was actually pretty good. I mean, shout out to stem cell research because my man was moving like he had new legs, like Lieutenant Dan. Like,
man.
Nigga had this
new legs.
He got new legs. Lieutenant Dan got new legs, but No, that match was good. Shelton looks great every single time he steps inside an
Right,
AEW ring.
right.
Bobby Lashley doing guys shit as he usually does. Um, I think I think we are on the cusp of seeing something very very unique with the Hurt Syndicate. Once we see it play out, it does look like Ricochet is going to be joining.
Nah, you think so?
Pay attention. Remember, the words that came out of MVP mouth is, "We don't like kiss ups. Go out there and hurt somebody." What did he do to Swerve the week before?
He stabbed him with scissors, right? Or one of them days he stabbed him with some scissors. I don't know what day it was.
Yeah, we did.
He hurt somebody. Now I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a match between Swerve and Ricochet, and he gonna hurt
Got that coming, I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
them. And so we gonna actually get that prophecy fulfilled. And honestly, heel Ricochet has caught my interest.
He's like American Psycho. He came out, didn't talk at all with them dumbass glasses, got booed. I fuck
Yep.
with it.
Those glasses back in the day was synonymous with drug dealers inside the 80s. I ain't got them big ass Breaking Bad glasses he had on.
Ricochet looks like one of my homies, Mike. Man, looks just like him. Like Ricochet on TV. What's it called? FaceTime. Like, what you doing on wrestling? He's like, damn, fuck you.
Hey, is he bald?
Yep, Ball look just like Ricochet. Ball got the beard and everything. Wear them same glasses just like this nigga.
God damn. Get that nigga on the show one day. That way we can fuck with him the whole show and ask him about Samantha Irvin.
Got you.
But no, that match was good. Unfortunately, with the tag team titles right now, it looks like those titles is not going to be around Private Party ways for a long time.
Got to be more careful.
So I got a question though. Do you guys want to see Bobby Lashley with the tag team titles, or do you want him with a big title?
No.
I don't think Bobby Lashley is going to be the one inside the tag team match. I think
I got a hot take about Bobby Lashley.
well, say it. Fucking say it. Go ahead.
Here we go.
I really don't. I don't see a difference from what he's been doing now, what he would have been doing in WWE.
That's true.
I don't see a difference.
That's true.
It's like, I know you jumped ship to prove a point, and I'm all for it. But you signed a death row contract to go link up with MVP and Shelton. All right, cool. I understand. Y'all doing this together, but you would have been doing the exact same thing in the E that you're doing right now. What's the difference? What's the selling point?
There is no point.
It's like he's not fighting against the white supremacists over here or the Wyatts. That's pretty much, and it's doing against two party niggas and a redneck.
Like, where's the catch? What is it? Where is
cool ass theme song?
The theme song's fire.
Mm-hmm.
We hurt people.
That's what you get when you go to Tony Khan. You get a death row contract, but you get a very good theme song.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Not just good, like that song got the crowd singing.
But hey, I want to get pushed to the main event championship. Can't do it for you, my boy, but I could give you the tag titles, man. Go out there and go be the best tag team champion you could be.
Or you could be the RH title. Like, yeah, let Jericho run up for a little bit and you get that next, Bobby. Like, what?
I mean, like I said, I don't
see it. I think MVP is going to be involved some way in the tag team championship.
Freebird rules that shit.
Yeah, they go Freebird rules it, and when Ricochet eventually joined the Hurt Syndicate, I think Ricochet will go ahead and get the tag team title along with Shelton Benjamin, and then we'll see a Bobby Lashley going after the AEW championship. Will he win it? Probably not, because AEW doesn't do big men with titles. If you're over 6'3", forget about it. That's not for you. You can get a mid card title, but the heavyweight championship, it's a height requirement.
They not going. I don't know for whatever reason why he's obsessed with Moxley, but Moxley gonna have a real lengthy title run for whatever reason. I don't even know why he has it now, but he has it, and here we are.
He's the workhorse over there.
I think like when else fails, for the belt, Lomax, he delivers. He does deliver, but he can be dependable.
He bleeds. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He bleeds.
Yeah, that nigga do bleed.
He probably like ultimate Hep C.
Not Hep C. You get your TV shot. Don't fuck with that nigga.
Ultimate Hep C, not Hep C. Ultimate Hep C. Can he bleed so much?
Speaking of bleeding, before we get to the blood, let's talk about Kristen Cage and Hook, and let's talk about Taz, worthless ass over there on commentary. Watching your son get his ass whooped and said, "Nah, I can't stand for this," and gets up, takes his mic, takes his headphones off. First of all, you got all that stuff outside the ring at your disposal. You could have threw a clipboard at them niggas or something.
Mm-hmm.
You just watching your son getting his ass whooped.
You gotta get the stream, my nigga. You know all the tricks of the trade to get in the ring and stop some shit. Throw some dust in the eyes, a fireball, something.
Something, nigga. You could have did something like that's your seed. Getting his ass. At one point, I could be exaggerating. I want to say that Hook actually looked at his daddy for half a second, like
help me, nigga. Help me, nigga.
And then what happens? Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And he is back. And yo, this is great business. Great business having Samoa Joe back. It's been long overdue. Of course, he's been off recording Twisted Metal over there on Peacock. But when I seen him come back, I damn near cried, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
Good shit, Joe.
I damn near cried, but Samoa Joe, please.
Why you doing us like this, Joe?
Don't do us like that, bro. Don't leave us like that. Don't do that to us. But we also got to see more returns on AEW. We had the return of Megan Bain.
So, did she return? Because I know it was like so many rumors that she signed, she didn't sign, then she finally signed, but finally she came back. So I'm happy for her.
No, so it's official. She did sign. It was put out by Sean Rouse Sapp.
Okay.
I want to say a few hours ago. So she's officially signed, and she looked like a star.
Yeah. But she always had that it factor though, even the stardom when we seen her WrestleMania weekend, and then like she that like you can just look at her and say like, yo, she got it. From her entrance to like that aura around her, like right there in the ring, to her just standing there like with her arms open and shit, like a Greek goddess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Tony Storm ended up being the winner. So we're gonna go get into that ran back, Tony versus Morale.
So it makes sense because it's in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
That's her hometown. They need to do something because like it's in 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yep, Grand Slam, which is now being taking place inside of arena instead of the stadium.
Smart.
I mean, it's smart. You wanted to look good. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because like the venue too. The venue they had in Cincinnati was nice. The way it looked.
Yeah, did y'all peek the venue at all?
Last night?
Yeah, that venue was tough. I like the way it was set up. Like far as the way like the aesthetics of it, it kind of reminded me like of Daly's place, but just a little bit more bigger. Like as far as the setup goes, but it was nice seeing it. And AEW did a good job presenting that episode. And then, you get down to the main event with Mox and Hobbs. And
no, we missed something.
Oh, what I missed?
Nah, fuck around that Jarrett. That shit was ass. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was.
Can we just blow past that one?
Yeah.
Jarrett had Jordan 1s on. It was looking pretty nice. That's pretty much the coolest shit about it.
That shit was weird to me seeing Jarrett in Jordan 1s because his whole career, I can only remember him being in wrestling boots or
cowboy boots.
Wrestling boot, cowboy boots, or seeing him inside some
the white pants.
the white pants, the white. What's the name of them shoes? They used to sell them Payless.
I hate it.
Pro
Crackheads?
wings. Like I remember seeing them in those. Maybe some not LA night, BK nights. Some LA.
Or that nigga, he used to wear the fucking Tennessee Titan jersey a lot.
Yo, remember you remember when the Tennessee Titans beat this nigga ass and ran inside that TNA?
Yep.
Yo,
they popped on my fucking feed probably not too long ago.
They jumped that nigga. Let's see. Let's get to the main event. So obviously we knew going in that Mox wasn't gonna lose, right? I mean, especially in Cincinnati, especially to someone who actually looks like he can beat his ass. The spirit of Mike Tyson in 1997 took over Powerhouse Hobbs because he was biting this man literally in the ear. And my man's ear was mangled, bloody, all this. And he gets jumped, right? At any point, Adam Copeland and FTR could have came out, right? Because let's keep it above. The Death Riders were out there the whole entire match. Y'all gonna wait until they stump on this man's ankle and then come out to save him. It's too late. Like the damage is done. But if it was them, they would have wanted them to come out before that. You know, it kind of reminds me of Friday. What about that time he was trying to choke me out inside Spoke Backyard? Oh, that was different. Like y'all niggas watch Hobbs literally get jumped for at least 3 minutes and then decided to come out after they stumped his leg with the chair. Like, to me, I thought that was
funny though. I was like, what's going on? And then that fucking match they booked on Collision, that fucking the 12-man tag bullshit. That shit's madness. That's like the wildest shit I've seen. I'm like, the fuck is this?
A 12-man tag?
There's like Death Riders, the Jericho fucking whatever versus Hobbs, Cope, FTR, and I think what's some the 80s niggas? What's some the 80s niggas names?
The Outrunners.
Yeah,
Outrunners.
I was gonna say the Freedom Riders or some shit like that.
Freedom Riders.
I mess with that.
Yo, shout out to sports for you, man.
My man No sold a power slam from the fucking top rope and then threw on a submission like right after. I was just like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
The match was good. Like, my thing is, how do we get these big men to look like legitimate threats?
Don't make them pass out the bald fucking plumbers.
I think at the end of the day, I feel like right now there's really no big men that's doing like big nigga moves like in wrestling, like not even in WWE. Like, who's a big nigga who? Besides yeah, but like there's really like no big niggas who's like doing like legit big nigga shit and like beat niggas ass and doing like big nigga moves on niggas like a Big Show or a Kane. You know, they got Hobbs, but it's not like that big aura of niggas coming there in this wreck shit. Like Omos is treated like a big nigga over there in Japan. Like,
I mean, but they got no choice. That nigga.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's
in Japan.
He's really a big nigga in Japan, but it's like
he's an attraction.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's no attractions like in AEW.
No, they got old boy.
No, I'm not going with Kali Great. Great Body Kali.
Yeah,
they got Great Kali. No, that nigga's ass, man.
I mean,
that nigga, like he might have like cool big nigga attire, you know.
I thought it was gonna be Luchasaurus at one point in time, but
yeah, what? Yo, speedy recovery to Luchasaurus too, man. Goddamn, and I got Lucha too. Overall, though, what y'all grading Dynamite from yesterday? Because I thought Dynamite was pretty solid.
I give it a good B+.
Yeah, I was about to say that. B+.
B+.
Yeah, I give it a B+.
Yeah,
it's one of the better. To be fair, because I know people shit on AEW for certain shit, and justifiably so.
Justifiably so, but some people just shit on them just to shit on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when they do well, like you got to give them their credit because it's like over the last couple of weeks with with these small venues, they've done a good job having the crowd more intimate to them. Sure, there's a lot of shit they can still clean up, but when they're able to just focus on what they can focus on, great. But Tony, don't you ever on your life give me Kenny Omega versus Cage ever again as return match as the first match on Dynamite ever fucking again. If you really want to grab my attention, put Kyle Fletcher versus Kenny Omega to start the damn thing when he comes back. Not some this bullshit. That's just me.
Now you cooking.
Yeah, I think
You
he's
cooking with
peppering
that
niggas up for that. He's peppering niggas up for that.
Like Tony.
one. I don't know, man. Tony. I don't know.
Nigga, give Tony an 8 ball, nigga. He switch it all
Cocaine
up.
is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
But now, this coming weekend, Saturday, with the impending news of course, NXT being featured inside of TNA. And if you've seen the graphic today, it said NXT, it said TNA Genesis NXT at the bottom. So
I think it's Sunday.
Yeah, is it Sunday? I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. So now that we got TNA coming up this Sunday, and you got the impending news coming out, do you expect to see any surprises at Genesis as far as on the
Yeah. I
NXT
think
side?
Core J probably show up.
Core J.
I
don't know.
I throw Roxanne Perez in that basket.
Trick Williams possibly.
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams. He has no direction right now, so Trick Williams.
Wesley definitely.
Yeah.
Well, let's run through these real quick predictions, man. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on them, but we got Jordan Grace versus Moon Chin over here.
Ooh, Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin.
Hey, I'm just using my last name.
Tomatoes.
Moon Chin.
Fuck the nigga chin.
You get Mega Chin. Mega Chin is wild.
Mega Chin is
the Maga Chin.
I'm going with Jordan Grace. But then again, if this is Jordan Grace's swan song, then Tessa Blanchard may be the one to put it down. Unfortunately, but that's where we at. What you got over there? What y'all got over there, Chris?
I'm not going with Tessa Blanchard. I'm never going with Tessa Blanchard. I don't even care if it makes sense to the story. Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm. Final boss.
If I was Jordan Grace, I'll pull a Bret Hart. That's all I got to say about that.
It's like I'm going into business for myself. Dallas, what you got?
I'm leaving with something.
All my homies hate Tessa Blanchard. All my homies hate Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, probably so.
Jordan Grace, absolutely.
Jordan Grace for sure. Let's see. Let's go on to a next one. We got Spitfire versus Ash and Heather by Elegance for the TNA Knockout World Tag Team titles.
Man,
I'm gonna go with Ash.
I'm going with Spitfire. I'm sorry because Dana Brooke, really, she just there. It's like she really didn't improve that much. But
what? Hold on, time out. No. So we're not gonna do that.
But not by a lot. But it's like it's here, but it's like right here. It's neither there or there. Just like in the middle. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna
go. I mean, I wanna go with Ash by Elegance and Heather, but honestly, I gotta go with Spitfire. Like it's not clicking. Like it's just not clicking over there. Mm-hmm. She's had a lot of time to progress, and it's just like the ceiling is just completely present, and she's not breaking through. It's just not. She's not connected. Spitfire.
Okay. Final boss.
I'm going with the floor. I mean, listen, I think it's unanimous in terms of Spitfire. So I got those guys winning.
Where's you two?
Yeah, man, I gotta go Spitfire.
God damn.
Nobody
got love for Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Death Row.
Y'all don't love us.
Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then. We give a fuck about y'all. You know, that got to be like the rawest shit ever said. We got Marsha Slamovich going up against Rosemary, TNA Knockouts champion. Let's
We
go.
know this.
Yeah, we know this one. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Masha.
Rosemary,
Masha.
they're getting washed.
Yeah.
I think you get a
NXT.
NXT surprise here,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most definitely.
whether it be Roxanne Perez or Cora Jade. Somebody definitely is coming out during that match afterwards.
Maybe both of them come go past. Like
Maybe
this is
both
our
of them. Yeah,
Maybe Jada Parker. I don't know.
I'd love to see it.
yeah, crap. The fucking ICW go crazy. Oh my god.
It's like, why is she here? Okay, we got Josh Alexander going up against Mike Santana. I got Santana.
It's Santana's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santana's been killing it. Seen him at HOG locally here in New York. He's been killing it. Like,
Yo, speaking of Hog, bro, since y'all be going there locally,
yeah.
is Master P still involved with Hog? Like, what's going on? Because I ain't
that there. Oh yeah.
because I ain't seen him on one episode of Hog.
I had a.
I'm pretty sure like he'll show up for big events, but I know me see the night owner who basically runs it from that venue at Missouri. So he's usually the one talking to towns for the most part. I'm guessing P's the money.
Okay.
Because my whole thing, like when P announced that he bought House of Glory, like I was expecting some Def Jam Vendetta shit, like Lil Scrappy showing up with Stevie J as a tag team.
The Shaka show up.
Yeah, maybe you get Lil Romeo in there as a manager. I don't know. Like I would have loved to see some hip hop involvement on that scale. Like even a Fat Joe having his own version of Terror Squad and Hog would have been dope.
I mean, technically, that's what you're getting with the fourth rope with Griselda and
exactly.
Nah, you remember that? What was it? It was like the hood fucking wrestling shit. It was on Peacock. They had like fucking factions. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. It was called Urban Federation. You don't remember that shit?
Urban Federation.
Yeah, like Uncle Murder. Like Uncle Murder on them.
Yeah. I remember that.
So you want some shit like that?
Yeah. Like if you're gonna do it right. But shout out to West Side Gun. Hills Have Eyes 5 going down in Texas. Just was announced today. Also, we got. Did I mention this already? Did I mention the Hardys going up against the Rascals for the TNA World Tag Team Championships?
Another NXT showing.
Yeah. Wesley definitely coming out.
Yeah, he is.
Come out.
That's where he's coming out and picking a fight with Jeff for one of them.
I got something better. How about you get the one rascal who ain't fucking with the Rascals right now?
Myron Reed?
Get Myron Reed to show up. Get Myron Reed because right now Myron Reed is on a rampage, going against every member of the Rascals because they claim to be his boy, his brother, but ain't none of them put him on or help him get to that next level. So I would like to see Myron Reed show up in TNA and cost the Rascals the match. That's what I would like to see. But obviously the Hardys are going to walk out with the championship. I mean, right now, that's the money. If you want eyes on the product, that's the money. That's who you go to.
I respect it.
Is it going to happen?
Damn.
Do you still believe is the question?
Okay, this gotta happen because if we lose at this point, I don't believe no more. What's that shit called? Like, what's Jay-Z say? We can't believe you. What's the bar Jay-Z say? I can't think of it right now, but
I got Hendry winning.
I got Hendry winning and going
to the Royal Rumble
with that title around his waist.
Ooh,
that crowd's gonna go crazy in Indy.
He needs to be entrant number 1 or 2 so they can get the full interest.
Number 1. We gotta go number 1.
So you mean to tell me y'all want Joe Hendry walking in with the TNA Championship over a Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
It's
gotta happen.
Yeah,
It's
makes more
gotta have it.
sense.
It makes more sense.
You lose the allure of who Joe Hendry is as a character.
We know who Dolph Ziggler is at this point.
I don't know. I mean, for me, it's a catch-22. I believe this is what's going to happen. And y'all can go ahead and timestamp this too, because I'm predicting this shit. I got AJ Francis coming in, costing Joe Hendry the championship.
Oh,
Because them motherfuckers is beefing like Peter and the chicken. That shit ain't never going to stop. That's not going to stop.
about that. I didn't think about that.
It's on site every time. Think about it.
I still got Joe Hendry. If you don't win it here, it's like, what do I believe in?
Or JBL comes out and
I need to believe.
What if JBL turns on Nick Nemeth though?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, JBL comes out and clothesline that nigga
and tears a rotator cuff. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
He be clotheslining niggas and be falling though, so it's not as smooth.
Yeah, he kind of smooth with it, man. I'm with it if it can happen. I don't know, but TNA got a pretty much stacked card for this weekend. I forgot to mention this nigga.
No, boy.
Ace Austin next. Ace Austin next.
Ace Austin win, but house nigga bust a win though. Unfortunately,
no, I'm tired of that dry ass, ashy ass nigga with a lisp.
Nigga with a lisp.
That was the worst, man.
Hey, have him win and then Oba get in his face.
I have Oba put him through a goddamn table with his ashy ass, man.
I wouldn't
table full of lotion.
I think they both Nigerian, right?
Put him through a table full of lotion. Just lotion up the table, put him through it.
Except it's like Black Panther. They accept him into the tribe and they kick that nigga out of Wakanda.
Yo, that'll be dope.
He is not one of us, eh?
You bald-headed demon.
Tessa was a bitch. He loved Tessa.
Don't you bring that rubbish in this house, okay?
No, I'm literally waiting for Oba to make like a big entrance, like Black Panther, and like
M'Baku. He's M'Baku.
Take over WrestleMania weekend. He don't have one.
He coming through. Everybody, my fire.
Mm-hmm. Come on, that big ass rhino off a fucking Black Panther one.
Oh, this nigga gonna come in a rhino. No, Moose gets no love, bro. Like, don't get me wrong.
He did that shit to himself.
He did. Like, he did it to himself with his comments. But, as an athlete, as a wrestler, I can give him the respect. But, as far as the comments that he made, not so much. But then again, it goes back into what we said earlier with the Jada Parker situation. So you take it as you want it. Necessarily what the next person spits out doesn't mean you got to swallow. Pause. Or what the person eats doesn't necessarily make you shit. You got to think about it. Choose your battles. No one has had the battle. G.I. Joe. But I think we touched. I did say in 2025 I was gonna stop saying we touched on everything because when you say stuff like that, people clip. So I am gonna say I think that we discussed all of the topics today.
There you go, Mike.
So with that being said, man, I think it's about that time. What you think? What you
pull out?
Wrap it up, B.
That pull-out game is weak right now.
Yeah, mine's super strong still to this day. Like John Cena.
Don't pull out the 9. Don't pull out the 9.
This nigga. But we are here, man. Listen, just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Before we get there, look, make sure y'all do this. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe at all of our individual social media platforms. Whether you're following Marshall Mike's, Powerbomb, Jutsu, or if you're following the Backstage Brawl, make sure you go ahead and do that. So real quick, before we get up out of here, make sure y'all go ahead and give them the handles real quick.
All right, so on Twitter you can follow us at backstage_brawl. On YouTube we're at the Backstage Brawl. Facebook same, the Backstage Brawl. Instagram the Backstage Brawl, and we're also on Blue Sky at the Backstage Brawl. So please check them out. We'll be back with a new episode this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Sunday, we gonna have them on this Sunday.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna have you guys on. We're gonna have you guys on this Sunday. We call episode, I think it was 165, called Enter the Streamverse. We're gonna talk about Netflix on WWE on Netflix, and as well a little bit of AEW in terms of what wrestling on streaming services is gonna mean, amongst other stuff. E, anything else you want to add?
Um, I got work at 5 a.m. Nah.
Cool.
I'm gonna be
I got work.
tired.
I got work at 7. Same here. I'm like, man, I should
I'm
have
gonna be
stayed
so
on.
tired bringing in a plane. I'm sorry to the people that work at American Airlines. Nah. Uh, like Randy said, make sure y'all follow us, man. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff.
Yes,
If you want to
sir.
follow us on the personals, Queens Made Grizz with 5 underscores. It's 5 for a reason. If you know, you know. I'm trying. If you are a wrestler, podcaster, anybody who wants to come on the show, hit my DMs. Just hit me up. We trying to get more guests on the show. We
Yes,
didn't really
sir.
have that many guests last year.
Shit.
We
I'm be on
tried.
the show, man. Okay.
We tried.
No, we're trying. We're trying. Last year was just just a lot of stuff going on, man.
We trying to see what's the deal with our shirts because we do have shirts made and we were getting profit off of it. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to update y'all with that. We're gonna definitely drop a new shirt soon.
get that back started up.
The Run the Break Pod.
Yes,
What
sir.
else? What else? Shop. We gonna soon do shop soon.
Yeah.
We trying to do me and Matt. If y'all know who Matt
BQE.
is, we trying to do BQE. And if you think egregious things are said on other podcasts, me and Matt together don't give us a mic. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's a don't get canceled type of show you want to listen to.
Hold on.
Oh
You
no,
said,
it's canceled, but we still gonna be going.
Wait, and don't
you said
cancel show. I want to be on part of that one because I say wild shit on Powerbomb Jutsu all the time. So
Okay,
you say wild shit on this show.
this isn't even a wrestling show. This is like
I'm the same way.
we just
definitely.
saying whatever. Like I'm already promoting the first episode. First episode is gonna be called Backdoor BBW.
I'm like, wild shit is up my alley, man. JT know me personally. I say the wildest shit off show.
Whenever we decide to put out this first episode, I don't know when it's gonna be, but episode 1 BQE Backdoor BBWs.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna put 16 on it. I don't know why, but if you know, you know. Them kind of movies always have weird numbers.
Booty Talk 15, Booty Talk 20.
You know what I'm saying? They just got weird numbers.
If you know, you know.
Exactly.
Welcome to the freaky hour of the show. Nigga Gun Jr., aka Dom. Let the people know where they can follow.
I'm just pretty much everywhere: Twitter, Facebook, IG,
Blue Sky.
Nah, bro, we got Blue Sky. I don't want that shit. Probably Darrell runs a page, and then probably what else? Everywhere else. You can follow me on my personal page. I probably won't follow you back if I don't know you, but it's down _room. So we go ahead and do that, and then that's it. But you guys can follow my personal page. You're cool. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got Dallas Cash up there. Make sure you follow him, King Dallas Cash, all in caps, all caps. They just had Josiah Williams on for the Humble Roses yesterday. Make sure y'all go check out that episode. Shout out to Josiah, Marshall Mike's alumni.
And we got a song coming too.
Yeah, that's an exclusive right here on this show. But with that being said, I got to take it home. Listen, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Spare more positive vibes. It takes very little to lift somebody up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. It can be easy as giving someone a compliment or just doing a great gesture. I don't know. Let that motherfucker over in traffic that had his turn in sitting on for the last 2 minutes and nobody let him over. Or I don't know. If you in a public bathroom at work and you fuck around and piss on the seat, take some toilet tissue and wipe the seat off. Also,
or use Drake.
That too. Or also, if you know that you got a tendency to blow some shit up, how about you just bring your own personal spray down the bathroom after you're done taking the shit at work. Nobody want to walk into that. And also, listen, I told you I had to retire the old catchphrase, so I'm just gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all be safe out there in those streets. Love one another and stop crashing out over comments and likes. Okay, stop all that
shit. Amen.
But on that note, we love y'all, and we will catch y'all next episode. With that being said, y'all be easy, my guy. Be easy, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Make sure y'all definitely following, and yeah,
oh shit.
Yo, dope episode.
No, it's so crazy. He's talking about letting a nigga over in traffic. So now it was snowing crazy out here, Ohio. So I'm on the way to work. And nigga was fucking going. I'm going slow. I'm like, I am not fucking rushing and risking my life for fucking nothing. So a car is speeding, go around me. I go up. This motherfucker's car flipped over and crashed in the ditch.
God damn.
You know what I did? Laughed at him. Like, ha ha, best you get.
Drove off. But we out, y'all.
Deuces.
My bad. I forgot to end the broadcast, but that's a good way.